Welcome back, everybody. Today we're doing a first 1,000 rounds that we're going to put through this DDI AK-47. It's something I typically don't do in videos like 1,000, 2,000, 3,000. But that's what Rob Ski over at the AK Operators Union does. And many of you know, this rifle here had an issue in that test. So we're going to see if we can sort of duplicate the results or not. And first off, we're going to just lay down a baseline accuracy test here. So target downrange at 100 yards, going to put a couple different loads through it. We have some Wolf full metal jacket, steel case stuff. I'm pretty sure this is 123 grain. That's what's in the rifle right now. We'll load that up, and then we have some brass case stuff as well. And we'll see how it does. On the rifle right now, 3x prism magnifier in a RS regulate mount. So that's the primary arms optic that we've talked about here on the channel before. And again, let's lay down the baseline, and then we'll continue on with the 1,000 rounds after that. All right, so that was the Wolf. You guys right now have a better idea than I have because I can't see the holes with this little 3x magnifier. So next up is going to be some Red Army Standard. This is the brass case stuff. We'll see how that does. Let's go check them out. Pretty typical stuff here for AKs. So with the Wolf steel case stuff, right at 2 inches on the dot, center to center for those holes. And then with the Red Army Standard, the brass case, 3 inches. So 3 inches and 2 inches, at least with me behind the gun and that low powered optic. And what we're gonna do now is just keep slinging some lead through the gun. After 1,000 rounds, we'll come back here and let you guys know what it looks like on the inside and performance so far, but I'm sure you'll see some clips of me shooting it here next, and then we'll give you the update. We expanded all the 1,000 rounds, and we're just going to take a look at all the parts and kind of see how they look. I did shoot corrosive ammo through that, so first we should just go over what I shot through it. So I shot 3 mags of M67, which is the corrosive Yugo stuff. I think 2 mags of Silver Bear, about 300 rounds of Red Army Standard, the Elite brass case stuff. Sorry about the birds in the background, and the rest of it was Wolf full metal jacket, I think 123 grain military classic. So that's what we shot through it. The ammo that it had problems with, we'll go and knock that out right now, was the Silver Bear. We had 2 malfunctions during the 1,000 rounds. It was actually 1,020, just so you guys know, just makes it easier for magazine count. And we had 2 malfunctions, both with Silver Bear, both failure to feed. My guess, you know, not 100% sure you guys see the video. I haven't actually even reviewed the video yet, but is that it was just a weak round and not having enough force to push the bolt back with the Silver Bear. Everything else fed flawlessly, zero issues, and you guys saw the accuracy there at the beginning of the video. So let's talk about the rifle itself. This one has the side folder, the metal side folder. I'm not a big fan of metal side folders. They tend to beat you up, particularly when you're shooting 1,000 rounds in one day. You guys can see how my shoulder looks right there. Not so good, but they look cool, and that's kind of important, right? So the folds great, locks up great, no issues there. It's very solid, and yeah, there you go. No issues at all with the side folder. This one has the side rail, standard com block type stuff. Mag fit, I know, is something that people are always concerned with the DDI rifle. Some of the early ones were a little tight. It's tight, but everything fit, so I had no issues there. This is a Yugo that you guys can see there. No wobble going on, locks in nice and tight. We used Magpul, Izmash, a bunch of Romanians, and a bunch of Yugos, which Yugos are some of my favorites. I used the Valmet mag. That worked fine. Trying to think other stuff that we used throughout the test. A bunch of them. You guys can see the footage and see what's going through there. So no issues with those. Things about the rifle, for those that haven't heard about it, is we have our birdcage style flash hider. It's more of an A1 style flash hider, which I like. I'm not a huge fan of brakes personally. And then we had our combo gas block here. Again, I do like that. I know some people don't. I think it looks cool. Plus, if you want to SBR it, it gives you a good place to have a shoulder to line up anything you want to, but whether it be muzzle devices or suppressors. We do have US made furniture all the way around. We have heat guards there on the lower handguard, which we'll show you in a second. That's crucial for what I did yesterday. And of course, hammer forged bolt and trunnion. So we'll get into it and look at the parts and see how they're holding up there after 1,000 rounds. I'm gonna take a bunch of photos and roll them in here as well, so you guys can see. Top cover is very well fit, by the way, but nothing on the top cover as expected. Recoil spring looks normal. Nothing odd at all going on there. Bolts and carrier, I did just kind of wipe this down and wash it out with some water, just due to the corrosive ammo being used. Let me look at the bolt here real quick. I know everyone wants to know about the extractor. Again, I'm probably rolling a picture in right now. I don't see any issues with it. Wear looks normal. Nothing crazy going on. Carrier itself, again, looks normal. Nothing out of the ordinary there. The tail, which I know a lot of people always want to know about too with AKs these days for some reason. We have a little bit of a indentation there from the hammer. Again, I'll roll in pictures so you guys can see it, but it doesn't look bad. Of course, we'll keep progress of this, or a track of the progress of it as we go along. Let's look. Trunnion looks fine, the rear trunnion. Trigger looks good, just used. I don't see anything on the front trunnion of note. We had some wear there on the lockup point. That's good. Check the gas tube. Gas tube's good. No issues there. Lower handguard good. And don't even have any corrosion there in the gas block, which is not always the case here in North Carolina when you're shooting corrosive ammo. I mean, I guess I washed it out after, but still. So yeah, all in all, things look good. Wish I didn't have the 2 malfunctions, but malfunctions happen. I don't think I'm going to use any more Silver Bear for the rest of the test. That's an old lot I have. I found it when I was moving like 2 years ago, and so the ammo is probably like 7 years old. So I'm not going to use that anymore. We're going to see how these malfunctions go after that. Now, I should point out there up front, the front sight is zeroed, so you guys can see the picture here. That's zeroed for a 50-meter zero right now, and as you can see, the sights are straight because it's in the middle of the tower. It's a little bit to the left, but that's, again, normal for AKs. So, yeah, that's about it, guys. We'll put another 1,000 rounds through it, and that'll pretty much do it. So I'm actually shooting this video on the day I was going to go to SHOT. My flight got canceled this morning, so I didn't think I was going to be able to do this video for like 2 weeks, but now my flight's tonight. So I'm doing the video. I'm going to try to edit and upload it, and hopefully you guys will see it either during SHOT Show or just after. So that's about it, guys. Thanks for watching. Stay tuned for further updates on the rifle, but so far, 1,020 rounds. It's doing great.